Do you know that many brilliant students fail Post-UTME English not because they are not smart, but because they underestimate the depth of the questions? Today I'm going to show you 10 very complex questions on comprehension, summary, lexics and structure, synonyms and antonyms that are designed to stretch your mind and prepare you for the real exam. Welcome to today's section. If you're writing Post-UTME soon, then this is exactly what you need. These questions are not your regular JAMB style questions. They are tougher, smarter and exam standard. I will not only give you the correct answers, but I will also give very detailed explanations so you understand the reason behind each answer. Remember, in Post-UTME, accuracy is important, but understanding the examiner's trick is even more important. Stay with me to the end because I have a bonus question waiting for you and I want you to attempt it in the comment section. The first question we have here is on comprehension. It says, read the passage below and answer the question that follows. The advent of digital technology has revolutionized human interaction, making communication instantaneous and far-reaching. Yet, while some people connect more easily, there is growing concern with depth and sincerity in relationships are diminishing. The subtle nuances of face-to-face conversations, such as body language and tone, often vanish in digital exchanges. Consequently, individuals may feel more connected in quantity but less fulfilled in quality. The question now reads, according to the passage, the paradox of digital communication lies in the fact that A. It is both rapid and superficial. B. It destroys relationship completely. C. It eliminates sincerity and honesty. D. It makes people lonely. The correct option there is option A. It is both rapid and superficial. Let's explain in details. Now, the passage acknowledges the benefits of speed and accessibility of digital communication, but highlights the loss of depth and sincerity. Thus, the paradox here is that while communication is faster, which is positive, it lacks depth, which is negative. Option B is extreme, which says destroys relationship completely, which the person never stated. Option C is too narrow, and option D is implied, but not the core paradox. So the correct option there is option A. It is both rapid and superficial. Question 2 is on summary. It says, read the passage and choose the option that best captures the main idea in one sentence. The passage is, corruption in government is not only a betrayal of public interest, but also a major impediment to national development. It diverts resources meant for infrastructure, health, and education into private pockets, thereby deepening poverty and inequality. Until corruption is confronted with sincerity and transparency, development will remain elusive. The question says the best summary is dash. A. Corruption breeds poverty and inequality in society. B. Development is impossible in a corrupt nation. C. Corruption diverts public resources and hinders national growth. D. Transparency and sincerity can end corruption. The best summary to this passage is option C. Corruption diverts public resources and hinders national growth. A summary should capture the main idea, not just part of the argument. So option A focuses on poverty but ignores the broader issue of national development. Option B is close but doesn't capture the mechanism, which is diversion of resources. Option D provides a solution rather than summarizing the main idea. But option C, which is the correct option, captures both the problem, which is diversion of resources, and its consequences, which is it hinders the national growth. So the correct option there is option C. Corruption diverts resources and hinders national growth. Question 3 is on lexics and structure. The question reads, neither the students nor their teachers blank present when the fire outbreak occurred. Neither the students nor their teacher blank present when the fire outbreak occurred. Option A was. Option B were. Option C are, and D have been. The correct option there is option A was. The rule of concord states that when neither nor joins subjects, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. Here, the subject closest to the verb is teacher and is singular. Therefore, the verb should be singular, which is was. So the correct option here is what? Option A, was. The next question we have here is on phrasal verb. The question reads, the manager promised to look into the workers' complaints. The expression look into means dash. Option A, investigate. Option B, ignore. Option C, repair. And D, support. The correct option here is option A, investigate. Now let's explain. Phrasal verbs are idiomatic, meaning they cannot be guessed literally. The idiom look into means to examine or investigate carefully. Option A is correct. Option B, ignore, is the opposite in meaning. Option C, repair, is literal and does not fit the context. Option D, which is support, is different in meaning. The manager was not asked to support, but to check the matter. So thus, the correct option, or the best answer there, is option A, investigate. Question 5 is on antonyms. It says choose the word that is nearly opposite in meaning to ostentatious. Choose the word that is most nearly opposite in meaning to ostentatious. Option A, we have flamboyant. Option B, we have modest. Option C, extravagant. And D, luxurious. The correct option there is option B, modest. Now, to be able to answer questions on antonyms and synonyms, the first thing is to know the meaning of the word. The word ostentatious means showy, boastful, and display of wealth or knowledge. That's what that word means. The opposite is modest, which is humble, simple, and not drawing attention. That's option B. Option A, flamboyant. It means showy. It is a synonym and not antonym. Option C, extravagant, is wasteful and showy. It is also a synonym. Option D, luxurious. It means costly, and it is not the opposite. So the correct answer there is option B, modest, which means humble, simple, and not drawing attention. Question 6 is also on antonyms. It says select the word that is nearly opposite in meaning to benevolent. Select the word that is most nearly opposite in meaning to benevolent. Option A, we have malevolent. Option B, generous. Option C, kind. And option D, altruistic. The correct option there is option A, malevolent. The word benevolent means kind, charitable, or wishing well. The opposite is malevolence, which means to be wicked, evil, and wishing harm. Options B, C, and D are all synonyms of benevolence. Only option A is the opposite, which is the antonym. So the correct answer there is option A, malevolent. The next question is on comprehension. Read the passage and answer the question. Despite economic difficulties, many developing countries continue to import luxury goods at alarming rates. This paradox highlights a preference of social status over sustainable growth. Critics argue that such spending habits reflect misplaced priorities and aggravate national debt. The question now says, the author's attitude towards developing countries' importation of luxury goods is one of dash. A, approval. B, neutrality. C, criticism. And D, encouragement. The correct option there is option C, criticism. The tone of the passage shows disapproval. Words like paradox, misplaced priorities, and aggravated debts are negative. Option A, approval, is wrong because the author is not happy. Option B, neutrality, is wrong because the passage clearly judges negatively. And option D, encouragement, is opposite of the truth. So the correct answer is option C. Question 8 is on idioms. The sentence reads, when the new governor assumed office, he promised to hit the ground running. This means A, start with great speed and commitment. B, fall down while running. C, delay action. And D, resign immediately. The correct option is option A, start with great speed and commitment. Now, the idiom hit the ground running means to begin a task energetically and effectively without delay. Option B is literal but wrong. Option C is the opposite of the idiom, and option D is irrelevant. So A is the correct idiomatic meaning. Question 9 is on summary. It says, how many African countries are rich in natural resources? yet they remain poor. This paradox is often linked to mismanagement, corruption, and overdependence on foreign aid. Unless leaders learn to invest wisely and curb corruption, true prosperity will remain a distant dream. The question says the main idea is that A. Africa depends too much on foreign aid. B. Natural wealth does not guarantee prosperity. C. Corruption is the root of Africa's problem. And D. Leaders are responsible for Africa's poverty. The correct option is B. National wealth does not guarantee prosperity. The passage introduces a paradox. Africa is rich in resources yet poor. While corruption and aid are mentioned, the central idea is that wealth in resources does not automatically lead to prosperity without good management. So the correct option there is option B. National wealth does not guarantee prosperity. Question 10 is on lexis and structure. It says identify the part of the sentence that contains an error. The principal, along with the teachers, have agreed to attend the conference tomorrow. The principal, along with the teachers, have agreed to attend the conference tomorrow. Option A, the principal. B, along with the teachers. C, have agreed. And D, to attend the conference tomorrow. The correct option there is option C, have agreed. The true subject is the principal and it is singular. The phrase along with the teachers is a parenthetical addition, not the subject. Therefore, the verb should be singular. Has agreed and not have agreed. So the correct option is what? Option C, have agreed. Now here's the bonus question. It's a comprehension passage, a very short one. It says, true leadership is not about holding power, but about using power to inspire, serve, and uplift others. A society thrives when its leaders are guided by humility and accountability, rather than pride and selfish ambition. The question reads, the main idea of the passage is that A. Leaders should be humble and accountable. B. Leadership is about power and authority. C. Pride and selfish ambition make society strong. And D. Leaders should always dominate their people. Drop your answer in the comment section below. I'll pin the correct answer later. Great job! You have just tackled 10 of the toughest Post-UTME English questions with me. Remember, practice like this builds confidence and sharpen your mind for actual exam. If you found this section helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends who are also preparing, and of course subscribe so you don't miss our next set of practice questions. And don't forget to attempt the bonus question in the comments. I want to see your reasoning. Until next time, keep studying smart and aiming high. Success is yours.